Hello everyone, welcome back to your English language class. Today we are going to begin with our new topic which is about gerund. So what is a gerund? Basically, gerund is a verb which acts like a noun in a sentence itself. It's a verb. It is followed by the very word ing over there, but the difference comes in its usage when it is used in a sentence and it is used as a noun in that very sentence. See the example here. Singing is a good art. Here the very word singing is a verb, but here this very verb is used as a noun in this very sentence, so it has been called as a gerund. And what basically gerund, how it is identified? It is identified whenever a verb is followed by the very word ing and used as a noun over there in a sentence. So while working with the gerunds, we can use gerund at different places. The very first thing is we can use gerund as a subject in a sentence. What is a subject? Doer of an action, right? In place of a subject, when a verb is used which is followed by the very word ing over there, then that is called as a gerund itself. Next, it can also be used as an object. How as an object? When it will be complementing the action over there and it will be in the place of the object over there. See the example, I do not know dancing. Here dancing has been used as an object, so it is a gerund. Whenever it comes to how to identify a gerund, two things we have to look for in a sentence. The very first one is we have to find out a verb which is followed by the very word ing. So in short, to keep in your mind how to identify a gerund, you have to look out for a word which is composed of these two things, verb plus ing. See the example here. For example, cooking. Here cook is a verb, but it is followed by the very word ing over there. So this is your gerund. And gerund can be used as a subject, as an object, as the complement of the verb. Complement of verb means as a portion which will complete the verb's meaning over there. See here, gerund can be used as a complement of the verb, as well as we can use gerund as a part of the preposition itself, as a complement of the preposition itself. Whenever a verb which is ending with ing is followed by the very preposition over there, that is your gerund itself. See the example, gerund as a complement of the verb. Complement of verb means the very word itself which is completing the meaning of that very verb in the sentence. See the example. Our aim is passing the examination. Here in this very sentence, if you will be asked to find out that where is the very word which is used as a gerund, you can simply look out for a verb as well as which is followed by the ing over there. In this sentence, it has been used as a complement of the verb itself. That what was their aim? What their aim was? To pass the examination, passing the examination over there. Similarly, the very next use is gerund can be used with the prepositions as the object of preposition. Now what are prepositions? Prepositions, we all know that all the different words which are used to tell the relationship of different words in a sentence. For example, I am having this marker in my hand, so that very in is your preposition to show the relationship of all other sentences, part of sentences in that very sentence itself. So all the different prepositions, when it comes with the very word which is having ing over there, then you can recognize that it is used as a gerund in the sentence. See the example. He is fond of playing cards. here, which is your preposition of, and which is your gerund here. It is playing. In simple terms, how to identify a gerund? Wherever a verb is there and it is followed by the very word ing. That's simple. Now next comes the very difference between how to use and how to identify which is a gerund and which is an infinitive. While asking for the differentiation of these two, it's quite easy, but when the difficult task begins, it is when we have to identify whether the word is used as a gerund or as a participle. First of all, we are going to concentrate on gerund and infinitives. We have already learned that gerund is that very verb which is followed by the very word ing. For example, cooking. Whereas infinitives are the words which are followed by the very word to. And please keep it in your mind, wherever we are going to use to over there, it will be always followed by verbs first form over there. No ing, nothing. Some exceptional cases are there where we can use ing, but for this very sake we can only identify it when your verb is followed by the very infinitive to. And how it will be? To cook. It's easy to recognize. Whenever a verb is followed by the very word ing, it is gerund, and when it is followed by the very word to, it is infinitive. Next comes how to identify gerund and the participle. Gerund is verb plus ing. Similarly, your participle is of two broad categories: present participle as well as the past participle. Now it's very easy to recognize a past participle because it will always be in the past participle form, that is the second form of the verb. But the caution arises when it comes to the present participle, because it is also formed with the same very formulation, verb plus ing. Now the question arises how to identify between these two. When they will be used in a sentence, how you can recognize it? There are different ways how you can recognize it. The very first one is your gerund work as a noun, but here your participle will work as a verb and also as an adjective in some cases. So it's easy only by their functions itself. How they have been used in a sentence, we can recognize whether it is a gerund or it is a participle. In case of a gerund, if it has been used as a subject, object or with the preposition, then it's easy that it is gerund. And on the other hand, if it is used like a verb over there, main action over there in the sentence, it will be your participle. See the example. She sat looking at sea. Here this very word is your verb which is having ing over there. But how to identify whether it is a gerund or a participle? It's easy. Look for this very verb, how it is used in a sentence. How it is used? It is used just after the very verb over there. Whenever a verb is used and after that very verb your ing word is coming over there, then that is your participle, not a gerund. Gerund is used as a subject, object or a complement of the object itself or with the preposition, and none of the cases are here, so it is used as the participle. So these are the different ways how we can identify between gerunds as well as participles. Please do write these formations in your notebook and try to complete your exercise 1 and exercise 2. Thank you.